Hello and welcome into the Piles of Paragraphs creative space. I'm Lori and today I am going to work on the Roxy Creations challenge, challenge number 44. Let's see, Rachel used ledger paper and fabric to make tags. I'm going to do my own twist on that and use some of her new straw paper that she has in her Etsy shop, Roxy Creations. Some fabulous colors now, and I'm anxious to use some of it. So let's get going and see what I can come up with. I've already done a couple of layers to start. Rachel did a little slow stitch topper for hers, and so I will do one here really quickly for you because, as Rachel mentioned, you get very gluey when you do this process, so it's better to do anything with needle, thread, and fabric other than when you're gluing it on before you get your fingers all sticky. And I am using this king size needle out of my book binding kit because it was very easy to thread and because it was close to hand. And having a needle that's easy to thread these days is top of my list of requirements because I just don't like to fight with thread and needle. So I just have a little scrap of my let's see, rust-dyed tea stain. I don't know why that was so hard for me to think of. Fabric here. I thought that might make kind of a fun little topper for a tag. So I just did a real easy running stitch there through the center. Now I will tie this, and I'm using, I think it's crochet thread. It's really thick, but it's one of my favorite things for everything these days, so I thought I would do that. Let's see if I can get this. Ooh, this is why I didn't do all these on camera. It's very easy until I'm trying to do it for you guys. Okay. All right, look at that. Excuse my reach. Let me grab my scissors. Get that little snip. I'll set my scissors over here. Put the giant needle back in the thread. Set that off to the side. And so then I just have a little gathered topper for a tag there. And like I said, I made some other ones before using Rachel's fabric. So I'm using Rachel's fabric. And I did one out of a little scrap of fabric that I had. I think I got from my sister. So, okay. So I've gone ahead and cut and torn the fabric and the paper down to about the size that I want them to be. And I was trying to fray the edges, but Rachel is correct when she says her cotton fabric really doesn't fray past just like when you first tear it. So I'm not having much luck. Of course, I'm using this giant pin too. I don't know what my little pin that I normally fray with has gone. Probably stashed away in a drawer to keep it away from my friend Bunty the cat. Okay, well, I cannot get anything going on that edge, so we will just leave that not frayed. The other three sides are frayed. Piece of paper here. Rid of the strings that I got when I tore it. Okay, yeah, this is a bit messy. So my art glitter glue and I'm just using my Elmer's school glue for this washable school glue. It's very soft and goes onto the fabric really pretty nicely. A few globs, but and that's what I wanted. I wanted something that was gonna coat the fabric really well and keep it attached to the straw paper. But I will, as I'm trying to keep myself from getting as sticky as I got before, I will do a little art glitter glue around the edges. Let me grab the little pin bathtub there. I hope everyone's doing well today and has had a chance to do something creative. I've been working on this project and trying to think of some other projects to do for the rest of November for the channel. So I guess I've been doing more thinking than creating. Okay, so let's take this and oopsie doozy. Get this on here. Now I have not succeeded in getting any of the ones that I have done even sort of straightish, so I am not going to even aspire to that. Attached will have to be good enough for this particular project, because I just I don't know what it is. I can't seem to get the fabric lined up. Let's see if I can. This straw paper is really, it's nice. It's a nice weight. The new colors that she has are wonderful. So of course, you know, I ordered every color she has, so I have it in my stash, so I want to use some of it. This is just a little bit deeper brown than the regular straw paper, which is kind of more of what I would say a true straw color, although I don't know, when I think of straw, I think of things being really light, but a little lighter than this. So there you go. So you glue a piece of fabric to your paper of your choice. Rachel used some very cool old documents. So I'm going to take this and put it under my mat to help it stay nice and flat, or get nice and flat. So then I have these to work on. So I don't think I'm going to decorate these real heavily because the fabric is beautiful. All of this is Rachel's fabric. If you haven't seen what she has, I highly recommend that you go over to Roxy Creations by Rachel, or actually just Roxy Creations, I think, on Etsy, and take a look at her fabric line. This is the cotton fabric. I did have some of her linen fabric out, but I couldn't bring myself to cut it up for this particular project. So let's see, what's the right shade of blue, but I think that might be a bit light. Let's see, what else do I have in here? My little toppers trying to, oh, I thought I made 4 of them. There's the other one. Okay. Let's see, what can we add to these? Decisions. What I'm going to do first, I am going to cut these into a tag shape so that I don't forget that's where I'm going with this. Do a very gentle tag shape. Do a very good job of getting that without wrinkles in it, but that's okay. Adds to the texture. I can't decide if that should be the top or if that should be the top. I think it's this way. So let's trim that. This one will be a very, very gentle tag shape. Oh, there's the glue. There's the glue on my fingers again already. Oh, I have baby wipes, and I tried wiping it off with the baby wipes, but that just kind of seemed to hang on. So let's see. Try again. Okay. Sorry about that. Having glue on my fingers or paint or anything kind of drives me to distraction. Let's see. What would look good on here? I love this, but I think it's too big and too light. Just got my little bowl of bits over here. Let's see. Let's see what else we could go with. We could go with butterflies. I do like that on there. This one. I think I like the label better there. And then, do I have my little Tim Holtz? What did I do with those? My little, they're little labels with numbers and stuff on them. Oh, here's one. Let's see. Oh, it adds a little something. I also have these vellum flowers. Just for a little bit more, just for a little bit of variety. It's pretty. I do like that there, but I think it needs something underneath it. A tiny bit of paper. Just a little something. It's just a little something. Let's go ahead and glue that one down before I change my mind or start to second guess myself, which I seem to be doing a lot today. I don't know what is up with that. Just indecision is reigning supreme. Every once in a while, I just have kind of an off day. Which I think they are getting more frequent, but I don't know what's up with that. I slept well last night. Ate well. Still feel a bit off. Okay. So let's add that. There we go. Oh, I like that. I like that quite a lot. Yes, I do. Okay. Let's put the pin back in the art glitter glue while I do a little bit more shopping. Okay, here's another. That. Up here. Yes, I like that up there. Sorry. I don't know where that cough came from. I can't blame it on the air conditioning because the air conditioning for once is not running. Though I do have the window downstairs in the kitchen open, so I suppose something could have blown in and floated upstairs to make me cough. Let's see. Do we want something else? Let's do, yes. Let's use just a little piece of this ledger. do that. I like that. Okay, let's put the, let me burnish that down a little better. Did I do that with this one? There we go. Okay. Now I'll add the butterfly. I think this is a Tim Holtz butterfly. Kind of just gone through all my stuff and gotten out my little die cuts and tried to put them close by so I can use them, because they don't do me any good in a box downstairs. Let's see, do I want to add this? There, I think I do. Ooh. My stomach's growling, sorry about that. I shouldn't be hungry. Well, that's not true. It is nearly lunchtime, so it's almost time for my bowl of lentil soup. Made lentil soup for the hubs and I yesterday to have for our lunch, because he worked at home yesterday, so today he is in his work office. So I am in his home office recording videos as quickly as I can think of them, which sometimes easier said than done, I'll tell you. I've kind of hit the point in the year when I'm just a little bit burned out on coming up with video ideas. And I'm still not getting many comments from you guys, but for those of you who do comment, thank you so much. It does bolster my drive to keep making videos. I'm almost at 160 videos I've made this year, 155, somewhere in there. Over 150, I can see, with the complete surety. But let's see. Oh, I missed the whole end. Just didn't put enough. I think my art glitter glue is getting tired too. Okay. I will encourage you to go over to, as I always do, to Rachel's channel and see what she created, because this is her challenge, and she is so good at all this stuff, and her stuff is always so beautiful. But I'm giving it the old college try. Who's that? That's Sid. Hello, my baby. How's my boy? How's Sid? You doing okay, bug? Is it almost time for your lunch too, Siddy? Okay. Okay, let's see. What else? I think they each kind of need maybe one more thing. I do like the colors of the mushrooms, and I don't use mushrooms very often. I love mushrooms, but I don't use them very often in my creating. I cook with them really often, but not so much in my art practice. There we go. Oh, it looks nice on there. This needs a little something down here. Do I want to do butterfly? Look at me. I think so. I have butterflies and all of one. I have a little bluebird, but I think the flowers are too pink. Yeah, too much. Okay. Oh, we already have one butterfly. We shouldn't probably have two, should we? These. We only have one butterfly. What happened to the butterfly head for this one? I didn't put it on. Did I decide it was too big? Go put it there. So here's start talking and forgetting what I was gonna do. And of course, then my brain doesn't update because it's like, well, you have butterflies on 2 of them. Only if you remember to add the butterfly. There we go. Down here. What? Yeah, down there. If I had a blue stamp, do I? Oh, do I? Yes. Let's go ahead and add this little French stamp down there. And you're right, glue stick probably would have been a better choice here. But I moved my glue paper, so let's do that. Okay. Now, what do we think? What do we think? What do we think? What do we think? Okay. Let's see. Is this one dry enough? It's still kind of wet, but let's go ahead and try and decorate this one too. Although I'm probably keeping you here too long, aren't I? Okay, those. I don't think this one's going to need too much of anything. Oh, what do I have? This kind of moth butterfly. That kind of blends in, doesn't it? How about that? Too much. Yeah. Too big. Add that. Do I have? Ooh. All my book page scraps are buried. There we go. This will work. I think just a little piece of this just to kind of break it up a little bit. Yes. Okay. Glue paper has to come back now. Put this down here. Use the art glitter glue on this because it's kind of a lightweight cardstock. Burnish this down a little bit. And do I have just a little tiny label? Here's somewhere. Nope. A rather torn up little postage stamp. That might work there. Oh wait, maybe this one, maybe this butterfly will work. Here, now, too much. Too much, too much, too much. Okay. Makes the bottom too heavy. I think I would love that if it had a number in it. How about this? see if I can tear this edge. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so now let's add the toppers. Rachel sort of did hers more like a is it gonna work on there? Maybe. Tiny attacher close by. Hopefully it has staples in it. Well, there you go. Oh, that does work. I think I will trim the tails from my string there. Just that one. There we go. I don't mind the other one. Alrighty then. We have here for this one. I want to do it the same way. Or do I want to do it this way? No. This one I think I'll glue on. So let's try a little bit of the Tombow and see if it'll hold it on okay. If it doesn't, I will come back with a tiny attacher, but let's see, what was I doing? No, that's not bad. Okay, there's two. Those to the side. Let's see. Let's use this one for this one. Do I want it? Yes, I think I do want it. There we go. Yes. Let's go with the Tombow again. Because it doesn't take a lot of effort to get a whole lot of glue out of this little bottle. I'll pull this tighter and pull it up behind it. Squish it down there. Highly technical term there, squish. Squish, squish. Okay, and then I'm going to let that dry a little bit, and then I will come back likely and trim that tail. I'm hoping it'll stay because I really like the way that looks. Okay, so now we have this one. We have this little sweet piece of fabric. Do I want to put a little piece of lace under it? I think I do. Just a little snippet of my, this is tea-stained lace. So I have no idea what's the right side. Put that there. Let me put this here. Oops, let me put the pin back in the art glitter glue, because now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it. I have to do it. Okay, let's give the tiny attacher a try here and see if it'll... Oh, my stomach's really whining. Sorry about that if you can hear that. There we go. Yeah, got a little glue splurge there. Oh, that's interesting. And I think I will trim that little string tail off. Well, okay. This is, well, I've already forgotten what week we were doing. 44 for the Roxy's Weekly Challenge. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Love it if you'd make a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. So let's go back through with what we've got here. So there's that one. I have to put a little more glue under that stamp. Wasn't dry enough. Yeah, let's, since we're here, let's just snip that off. Yeah, that looks much better. These are pretty little tags. I am pleased. I am pleased with the way they turned out. Okay, so we have 2 blue ones. Rachel's fabric is so gorgeous. And 2 on the kind of deep straw color. There we go. So that's week 44, Roxy Creations Challenge. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you will join me again in the future. And for now, I will say bye-bye.